see. So how did we meet?
So we actually met online on Bumble. It was early 2021. But then after I didn't respond, he extended it twice to 48 or 72 hours.
I had to give a little more time.
So he did that, and I was like, well, let me just say it, because clearly this brother spent some money to make that match and extended it. So the least
best
I can do
$30 ever.
is say, least I can do is say, hey. So I did.
Yeah, so we scheduled a FaceTime. I was actually still in Florida visiting family. So we scheduled a FaceTime where we linked up, had a conversation for about an hour. And immediately after that conversation, I scheduled our first date, official first date. And not living in DC for that long, kind of coming out of the pandemic, I went online to Open Table and scheduled like the only restaurant that was available at that time. And it ended up being Nobu DC. Now I had no idea that Nobu was like a real exclusive type of restaurant.
And so when he booked it, I was like, oh shoot, Nobu. And my girls was like, okay, Nobu, that's what's up.
And so I'm sitting there in the corner waiting on her. She was running a tad late. But I got there super early also. And so I'm waiting, and then in she walks, and my mouth just drops. I'm like, wow, right? So she walked in, and then she took her coat off, and she had this gorgeous yellow dress on. And like obviously, I felt in that moment like, wow. Before we ever said anything to each other, within myself, I felt like this could potentially be my wife.
Well, who said I love you first?
It was me.
So mind you, this first I love you happened about 3 weeks to a month after we first went on a date.
It don't take long. And pretty much from then till now, we've spent almost every weekend together and now every day together. And I'm excited to spend every day for the rest of my life together.
Sure you are. So family, we are getting married on November 10th, 2022 at the Belvedere in Baltimore, Maryland. And we can't wait to celebrate with you, party, have a good time, commemorate our love, and make sure that you RSVP by October 7th. If not, make sure you bring a plate and a chair because we won't have one for you.
Yes, we love everybody, but if you do not RSVP by October 7th, unfortunately, you're welcome to show up to the wedding, but the reception you'll have to go. Or I mean, you just won't eat.
So you gotta go.
Got to go.
Save the date.